It's your boy Shingi. What are you telling me?
Munim, I'm here. We're back.
Come on. Let's
So,
get it.
Today, I'm going to talk about image. We're not talking about photos. We're talking about what does image mean to you?
For real, certain people, everyone has their own perception of it. Do you know what I mean? But, for me, I don't know. It's just I do what I do because I love it. Do you know what I mean? It's not to show off. It's not to show something. I don't know. It's weird, but for me, it's just when you're set in a way, you just try to aim for it. Do you know what I'm saying? So gym, I'm sporty. Do you know what I mean? It's just all in all. What would you say image would be? Obviously, you care about it. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's just it's just. I'd imagine, or in a certain way, I'd think. You know what I mean? If Mumsy jumped on, watch something, she'd be like, yeah, that's my son kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? That's also the image I try to put across for myself.
Yeah.
Somewhere you can be proud of. But I don't know, it's different, isn't it? It's different for everyone, bro.
No, it's definitely. I think image, it's a hard thing. It either goes two ways. Either you don't give a damn about your image.
Yeah, trust.
And you don't care about what people think. You don't give a shit about what anything going on.
Yeah.
But you also got to remember these kinds of things. It will bite you in the ass because,
yeah, that's it.
For example, if you don't have a good image online, I'm talking about whatever, you might be going to get a job. Yeah. And if that person now does a Google search on you and your Facebook and your Instagram comes up, certain comments you're making and certain things you share, like we spoke about the other week, remember?
Yeah.
You know, these comments people are making and whatnot, these companies are going to now look at your name and they're going to think what the fuck?
Yeah. Because that's how they're taking your image,
Yeah, of course.
They've almost perceived your image through your social media, but they don't actually know you as a person. So it's just it's crazy though, but it's just how the world works, isn't it? But I think certain people, I don't know, certain people online, it's like an alter ego or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's I don't know. You even see it all that bad man persona, but just all of that things. Even some of the girls as well. Technically, you'd have grown up and you know someone. Do you know what I mean? But then also online, they're sharing something that ain't them. Do you know what I mean? But I think online it shows everyone can be free.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also it can bite you because, like you were saying, for jobs, even for example, with the whole racism, the other topic we were talking about, we hear a couple of people now losing their jobs or being sacked from just videos or whatever. Literally. Do you know what I mean? And then wanting to apologise because of they fucked up.
That give them bad image.
You know what I mean? That's just crazy. But even many things, certain job roles that you include. We've got a phone. As soon as you have a phone and you're recording, bro, you can post that and the whole world will see it. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it's always good to obtain a good image, but be true to yourself, I think.
But I also feel certain people, I feel they take the whole image thing a bit too seriously.
Yeah.
Where people worry too much about how good they look, or I feel what certain people want to
achieve or whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Or just how because obviously image is obviously not my image comes from all different angles. It's also how you look at me and how I look at me.
Yeah.
So I know there's people out there that will, I don't know, buy the most fanciest clothes, spend that max out their credit cards and whatnot to do, to look the best for people above them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's you're trying to fit into that category. Do you know what I'm saying?
Your friends are doing.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. It's with image as well. Look at it on Love Island, bro. Do you know what I mean? You see some befores and afters of what.
Yeah, that girl. I don't know. Yeah. I saw that. I don't know who she is, but I don't really watch it. But yeah,
that's what I mean. You see some befores and afters of people like that. It's crazy. You've gone through all that to appear on a show, which you could get denied by a boy, that will kill that whole, like,
of course,
he'll kill that whole confidence, and then you go home again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bit that crazes me. It's like, rah, like, and even lately, bro, like, society, well, in our age anyway, lately society's almost putting it out there like, that's good to get this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Good to get like lip filler. Good to get like the fake tits. It's like, it's normal.
Yeah, it's a normal. Yeah.
Now. Like,
Another
do you know
image
what I mean?
thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Whereas like before, you see people with fake tits and be like, whoa, what the fuck? They got fake tits.
But it's another thing, like, even like freckles. I saw this thing about freckles. Like, now freckles are coming back into
fashion.
And I heard people they're putting fake freckles on their face and whatnot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What the hell?
That's
natural, and I don't know where. Like, it's another thing, like the whole image thing again. Like, I don't know how
what you want to be perceived to look
literally,
like, and everything else. It's sad, but I mean, even guys do it, bro. You see, like, in the gym, guys popping the roids or like the capsules or whatever, and it's like, when you're doing shit like that, it's almost if, like, I don't know, you kind of also not happy with yourself, but you're also trying to improve yourself. It's weird. It's like one of them where you put a foot in and a foot out. Like, you're halfway. You don't know whether to fully commit, because some people then fully commit and fall in love with it or whatever, and then lose their self.
Yeah.
And then some people are still like within half, one in, one out, and that's a bit. It's sad, but it's also like, it's a confidence boost sometimes.
It is, but like,
there's good things about it, but then there's also bad things about it.
Of course, like, for example, like, we're going back to the whole celebs and whatnot, like, people look up to them, not really a role model, but they're kind of inspirational. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is an inspiration, isn't it? So, like, for example, the girls, they'll probably see, I don't know, bloody, what's her face?
I see one.
Khloe Kardashian's younger sister was Kylie. Kylie. Like, look at what she used to look like, and now look what she looks like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And how much surgery and whatnot they went through.
Bro.
But the thing is, you get young girls. I understand if you're an adult or whatnot.
You've had kids or something.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And you're not happy with your
body. Even if you're like in your like mid-20s or whatnot, I understand if you're in that part of your life or whatever. You know, you look up to it. But them lot, they forget, like, these celebs, they forget, like, they've got young kids, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So before they're flipping 16, 17, they're even fully, maturely grown. Right. They're already thinking about lip fillers, you know, BBLs and whatnot, all this stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all these crazy surgeries and whatnot.
Yeah.
But even they haven't developed themselves.
That's the thing. It's like, it's sad because it's almost as if, like, you're stating an image as to what to look like. Do you know what I mean? Even though she personally done that for her own confidence, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know her, like, but like, out there, you got the fans.
Oh, I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing her for doing it. You do that, but if you're at that influential level, you've got people literally watching your shit minute by minute. Do you know what I'm saying? People turn their notifications on that celeb on all of her social media just to see what she's exactly. Like, you've got kids and whatnot watching this kind of stuff. And
no, it is sad.
What kind of influence is that,
bro? When we were growing up, like, it wasn't like now.
No, none of that, bro.
Like, there was none of that stuff. You know what I mean? It would be just like maybe your image out of latest, like. But then, like, I just think, like, that's what I mean with things like that. Certain people want to cheat themselves. Do you know what I mean? Because think of it, I could see it like this. Like, if you want to be spending money on yourself, like, you could go to the gym. Do you know what I mean? You could really put it in. Like, I know some people ain't got the time, but if you care about your image that much, you can put it in, and it'll be more rewarding. But then I can only say that because that's how I think I am. Do you know what I mean? I come from a sports background.
Of course.
That's what I want to be doing and
natural
wanting to be achieved.
Yeah, of course.
You want to achieve the natural look, like, because even, like, I still think, like, sometimes I'm old fashioned. Do you know what I mean? Like even now, like, you, like, within that image and stuff like that, you don't get that 90s love or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Because that all comes under image.
Yeah.
Now there's some guys that want their women natural, like, do you know what I mean? And then they see, like, half the time you then be going out or whatever, and you don't see the natural thing, and it's not like, I don't know, it's just crazy because it's like you almost want to pursue something, but then you know, deep down you want someone who's natural or natural for you, but that's just from every aspect. Like that, I think that's how people think now as men as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like we were saying, it's now a norm to have all of these things. It's not just her as a celebrity. There's loads of celebrities doing it, and it's like back to back. Even now, like once people are getting a bit of work done, and yeah, it helps. It helps the confidence because they see.
Yeah, but do you know what the worst part of it is? I've seen.
But I think they suffer inside.
Geordie Shore. I've seen one. They do 1,000,000%. I'll get back to that though. Geordie Shore. One of the girls. A couple of the girls from Geordie Shore. They obviously had like mad surgery done or whatnot. But then they'll go and promote fitness
like normal.
Some sort of capsules or some sort of green. Like the tea kind of stuff.
Like that, yeah.
Like they try to make out like this is their before and after.
No,
like, what kind of misconception is that, bruv?
But that's how fucking what's it called, bro? Like I swear, that's how even these companies that are doing this. That's what they want. Do you know what I mean? They look at someone, they say, yeah, they got a perfect body. They don't care how you got it.
Of course.
As long as you're selling their things. And that's the sad bit. That's what I mean. It's kind of low-key sad. Because when you look at it from that point of view, it's like you're really out there promoting this stuff. But you know that person's had surgery. Do you know what I mean? But now you're paying them to promote your stuff. Because then you're gaining their followers to look at your stuff. And then they'll add it onto their things, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But yeah,
also, even same with the boys thing, obviously we spoke about girls there, but it's same with the boys thing. Like, you're getting young men and whatnot.
Bro, I see people in the gym, 16,
exactly.
15, bro, on roids.
I know, bro.
Fully on roids.
And I'm thinking, I mean? Like,
fully looking wham, like, and I'm thinking, whoa, hold on a sec. At 15, 16, I was skinny, like, to even think, oh yeah, let me jump on roids because that was a thing. It's just crazy, like, that's what I mean. It is, bro. It's just
but I
crazy.
think like that's the whole society image though, because society's now built us up. Obviously, now it's changed a little bit, but up until the past like maybe 5-ish years, 10 pushing it, society's built us up to be big, muscly, hands-on men. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what society's like. It's just that thing. It's built it in that. It's just like that, innit?
I think it's more the fitness rather than hands-on, like, but because I feel like men have always been hands-on.
No,
do you know
I know.
What I mean, but like, I think it's more the fitness. Like, there's people out there still rocking the dad bod, loving life. Do you know what I mean? But then they also then have the perception of, oh, do we need to get fit? And so, don't get me wrong, I've seen people try gym, and they know gym's not for them. Do you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, no, gym's not for me. I've gone for, or some people obtain to even go like, I don't know, more than 3 times a week. Do you know what I mean? But they go gym because it like kind of makes them feel good, kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, it's just crazy, bro. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. Because then, like, within that aspect as well, just make sure, I don't know, to just make sure they hit that level. But then it's also because of image. Like, do you know what I mean? They think, oh yeah, because my friends and that are going to the gym, I need to go gym. But then they see that gym's not for them. And then they tap out. Yeah. Even some people will be paying gym memberships that they don't go because. But first they saw that, oh yeah, let's try get fit. I went with my friend and they couldn't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
But yeah, I think it's just finding ways. Because again, it's like an opinion thing, bro. Like it's not facts, so you need to find a way which is best suitable for yourself. And like vice versa, even with women like changing themselves and doing the most. Like, bro, I remember being in school, or like when I was younger, like seeing. Like, I don't know, even like, I remember black girls used to get bantered for having like big lips and stuff like that. And,
like, I remember
even
that.
Me as a guy, people would be like, oh yeah, we'll put your lips up on something or something like that. Now everyone wants to have these lips. Big lips. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. I know. It's like, it's crazy. That's the thing that I don't also get. Because like some of the people who used to get bullied when we were way, way younger for having these features, having the big breasts, having the big ass, bro, people used to get bullied. Shape. Do you know what I mean? Now people want that body, and that's what I remember. Even like I remember one teacher used to say, like, listen, pull one girl to the side. Listen, when you're older, you're gonna appreciate yourself because you haven't had to do nothing. And now, but I guarantee them people do appreciate because that is society. Society wants that, like, I don't know, like a slim, thick look. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy, but that it's just jumping from different boats and. We don't know, maybe like 10 years, something else will be new. It's just recycle things. That's how the world keeps running. That's crazy, though.
What about social media? I know you have a lot to speak on this side of things.
What do you mean?
Like, I've seen you get irate a few times about, people that fake it till they make it, and like the whole social image.
Bro, I just think sometimes some people ain't true to themselves. Do you know what I mean? But again, like, I don't know. You might see someone like Thomas, but online they're like Bando Baby T. That's a bit that kills me. But yeah, I don't know. It's like this whole bad man persona, and also no, like it's weird. When we go back to that whole episode last time we done, it's like certain things are accepted within our culture, but certain things aren't. So it's like if you're doing this bad man persona thing, it's like some people just need to relax because it's like you ain't got to do it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you love it. Yeah, you appreciate it. Like it might even come from music. It might be influenced from like just seeing things. You know what I mean? There's things like Top Boy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but we live in Norwich.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
That's the difference. We live in Norwich. So like when I see it from that point of view, it's like, yeah, you can act bad, but don't think you're hella bad. Like to the fact that we're someone else. Do you know what I mean? There's always bigger and better people,
of
like,
course,
but better people than you. Like, and that's the thing. That's just a bit that crazy me because I've always been true to myself. And don't get me wrong, there's certain aspects, but I've been true to myself. I always feel that. And some people, and it's sad because some people don't find themselves. Do you know what I mean? Or fit in a category, and don't get me wrong, some people also want to learn.
Yeah.
Like I had boys back in the day wanting to learn about grime, like. Because that's all I ever banged. Like, when I was here, I remember, like, playing music, bro. And people would be like, turn that shit off when I was in Norwich, bro. And it would craze me because I'm thinking, you lot don't even understand now the amount of people who I know wearing man bags, full tracksuits, like, wearing what I used to wear and, like, just have a bad image on me.
Yeah.
Are now the same people wearing exactly what I wear, but, like,
course,
enjoying that.
like,
and it's, like, normal. And it's crazy because I think they actually need to slap themselves sometimes because when they look back, how they used to be, it's like why were you just so stubborn? But now you've learnt about it. Now you like it. It's like now you're rocking it as well, and I like it because it's like for me, it's like they jumped on the wave. So it's like I'm glad like there's more recognition and like do you know what I mean? And it's good like to see even that's how even I feel artists have got up because of that whole recognition, whole teaching people something. But yeah, man, it's just. I've always been me, do you know what I mean? When you grow up in London, move to like somewhere like Norwich, you just I've just kept how I've grown up, do you know what I mean? Also, like, my sister's influenced that, my sister's friends, like, so it's just, it's crazy, do you know what I mean? It's like also my influences. I could probably say if I had a choice, I might not have dressed like this or looked like this, do you know what I mean? But it's just, that image that when I grew up there, that was like, what was cool, I feel, but my sister helped me, do you know what I mean?
And I found like, like nowadays on social media, before, like, I've noticed that, I don't know about other people, but people that used to have like, for example, 10, 20, 30k, they take their photos and their content in a very like professional way. But now what I found, because of the whole social image, people even with 2, 3, 4, 500 followers, 1,000, 2,000 followers, they've now started taking it that way.
The professional,
Do you know what I'm saying? So they're trying to build that whole professional image onto their image.
It's the whole editing and the whole.
Do you know, and just how to take photos. Pictures, they're trying to take like proper influencer style photo and whatnot.
But like, it happens there, like you're saying, it's that whole fake it till you make it.
Yeah, exactly. And I also feel like the biggest problem is, bro, trends, bro. Trends will always change, bro.
Yeah, 100.
Always change, bro.
100. We go. How many times we go from old school to new school?
Like literally,
to then
every
flying
6 to
back
9
to
months.
Like, cargo pants, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It always happens.
Literally every summer there's a new trend. We're constantly changing trends. Yeah. But this is what's happening. This is what's happening with all that as well on social media. Everyone's just following everyone else. Everyone's trying to be like someone else and just try to be like that other image.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's obviously like people. We can always say like there's people trying to be like people, but there's people who also learn to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
A certain way, like put an example. Like I don't know. Like I was speaking to my sister the other week, and she's worked for Estee Lauder, like so they do makeup, and she was telling me the amount of people who couldn't wear makeup before as girls, and are now like they're coming. She's saying I'm having people younger than me, fully knowing how to.
Yeah, I know, because that's obviously
do you know what I mean? And it's like they've learned.
Yeah, of
There's
course,
also
definitely.
YouTube and stuff like that. But back in the day, bro, you'd see the whole.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that,
it
but
always,
that's
it was crazy.
I feel like that kind of thing is more to do with. I don't say so much image.
Yeah.
I say it's more to do with like. Obviously, they're trying to learn. I guess
but
it is
image.
Trends, it is. I guess it is. Yeah, of course. I guess it is image because obviously they're trying to.
They've learned.
They're trying to look nice and whatnot.
You know what I mean? They've learned a certain way to also. Because then, bro, before, it even goes to the fact that, like now, you almost have to ask, or some people have to ask girls ID because the way they wear their makeup, they look up. Like, you know what I mean?
Of course.
They look
dress,
way older,
and
because that's the image and trends that are there. They see celebrities look like that, so they want to look like that. You know what I mean? And it's not like a bad thing at all, but it's just like it's scary, bro. It's scary because some people. I feel like when we were kids. Do you know what I mean? Now like today's kids, they ain't kids, bro.
No,
I see 14, 15, 16 year olds now been stabbed up, do you know what I mean? Been doing the madness, like been selling drugs, you know what I mean? They got money, like they're up and stuff like that, and you think like, whoa, hold on, like they almost like missed out an age group where they were young. Do you know?
But
what
that's
I mean?
not even come back to image because obviously these rappers and whatnot. They're selling in this false dream. Yeah. Now you got these new 14, 15, 16-year-olds who've not even finished their GCSEs, let alone A-levels, let alone going to get a degree. I understand people have financial issues. I completely understand that. Yeah. But why do the people who have parents who are making good money, do you know what I'm saying? They got roof under their head, food in the fridge, they're getting warm food every night. Yeah. They're having hot baths. They're getting clothes every 3-4 months. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whenever they ask their parents, they're kind of getting clothes. Why are these people now gone into the whole trapping and like the selling drugs, making music, trying to look like the street roadman?
That's what you say. It's like that trend, bro. You go back to the trend. People want to look a certain way.
Of course.
I feel like back in the day, the people used to know who used to do that, looked after the whole neighborhood. Do you know what I mean? You see the trappers, don't get me wrong, but they're trappers or they're gangsters, whatever. They look after the neighborhood. But nowadays, it's not like that. It's almost like it's a look. But again, I can't really judge too tough on that because it's like I don't really know that much. You know what I'm saying? But like it's almost as if like when we say that from rappers, from things, what they're hearing as well, that stuff influences it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like I'm saying, going back to that point, like why are children that live in good families
want to struggle?
Not to struggle, but like
want to feel like they're struggling.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They've now, because of this whole social image, because of what the rappers are saying they're doing, now suddenly they become rappers, they become trappers, and all this kind of stuff.
That was that that EDP thing with like Huckabee's son, innit? Like got banged up, and you think, right, your father's a footballer, but you're trying to be a trapper, or you're trying to be this. Really? Like, it doesn't make sense. But also, the sad part, you say that, there's kids like that wanting to get that image, but also wanting their mums to fund the image. Let's say, for example, like buying weed, buying alcohol, buying certain trainers that are like expensive, you know what I mean? And they're putting pressure on their parents, so it all changes everything, do you know what I mean? Because the image they want to look like, they can't afford. Then they know that their mums are there, like, so they'll either ask for Christmas, you know what I mean? Like, but then like it's just crazy to think like what someone's mum could buy them like £900 shoes, bro. For me, I'd feel ashamed because I'd never ask for that. That's just too much.
Yeah, of course.
Like I'd want to buy it for myself to say, I worked hard, I earned that. Do you know what I mean? And that's how it should be. But image and stuff goes a long way, bro. It goes a long way.
I'm talking about like, for example, you're on about how like parents fund it and whatnot. You gotta understand, like, from my point of view, like in the Asian culture, bro.
Yeah, that's
image is the biggest thing, bro. It's the most biggest thing.
That's what I mean. I think we were even talking the other day, innit?
Like, I know it was. Like, for example, like this is the best example. Like, if I ain't got a degree, for some reason now
you get looked at.
I'm now gonna get looked at and
you
whatnot.
Too much.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just because I haven't got that piece of paper to say like I've got that degree or I've been to uni and whatnot, suddenly you ain't good enough.
No, I feel like within that was always like, remember when we going back to like culture and how our parents were like, that's how it was for them. Do you know what I mean? It's sad, but they're still in them days, bro. Like, we're still in them. But yeah, it's just crazy to think that from that point of view, like, they can say you haven't achieved anything when you know you clearly tried to achieve or even achieved way more than other people have.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
But yeah, I know exactly.
It's like, for example, from my personal point of view, like, I'm a businessman, bro. Like, I've opened enough businesses. I've won enough awards or whatnot. Like, for me, on paper, I've done much more than the average person who's got a degree, bro. But for some reason, in my parents' eyes, whenever it comes down to arguments or whatnot, I ain't good enough or whatnot because it's about the whole image thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be the whole typical Asian parent trying to compare their children, and they're going to turn around, oh, my son's got a degree and whatnot, what your son got, and they're going to.
But I think it's more common in like our cultures. Do you know what I mean? Because that again, like mothers,
it's a pride thing. I think.
Yeah, mothers are so proud of their sons or whatever. Like daughters, they always want to be doing stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like when I had my scholarship, I swear everyone knew, and I'd be like, I never told everyone, and then I know my mum would have told everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was proud of that moment, kind of thing. But then that's what I mean. It's just crazy too to think, why is it like that? Do you know what I mean? Why can't you be judged on the things you've tried to achieve? Because in the end of the day, even a degree, some people try and they don't fully achieve that, or they go to uni and then, we can't do this, and back out. Do you know what I mean?
Even you seen it with me, bro. Like, amount of times we're out in public, bro, and we're in certain spots, or before when I used to go out or whatnot, bro. I'm like, well, I didn't want to be seen on certain streets because certain uncle's gonna see me or certain someone's gonna see me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even in the city, bro, when we just go and chill in the city,
just chill. You didn't want to be hanging around.
Do you know what I'm saying? Not hanging around, or if I see certain someone's face, bro, like, I didn't want to be seen because the whole image thing.
Bro, it's just it's crazy. It's just, that's what I mean. But when you mix image and culture, that's where it's like a backlash thing. Do you know what I mean? Because even like, I know certain boys, like, before they'd smoke, but they wouldn't smoke in front of their parents. Do you know what I mean? But then when you reach a certain age, you then tell your parents, they don't like it, but then they don't accept it. But then now they think that's just because they told their parents, they think now they can just go smoke everywhere. But then other people in that culture or within that place will see that and be like, oh, what the fuck, like, do you know what I mean? What are they doing that for? Like, and then they see that image as a bad image, but they've already told their parents. You know what I mean? It's very like different. Especially when you make a culture and image.
I know, and
rather than just image. Do you know what I mean?
It's very hard. Like like I say, I'll speak from like Asian point of view as well. Like, when it comes to getting married or whatnot, bro. Like, people do a lot of background. And for me, bro, like,
you get a CRB.
You know what I'm saying? They do background checks, not a CRB, but they get like info like of people in that town. Like, they'll ask that. For example, from Norwich, like, for me, like, people, they'll ask people around. Do you know what I'm saying? In the community, like, that they know mutually, like, how is he like, what's not, and that comes down to the whole image thing, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm now out fucking around, you know, if I'm out on the streets, you know, if everyone sees me with girls or whatnot, do you know all this kind of, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I'll go back to these people and be like, well, he's not really a good guy. You know, I've seen him enough times, you know, hanging out outside the bar, you know, chilling with girls, seen him walking down the street with, bro, that girl could be your friend, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
Do you know what I'm saying? You could be literally walking back from work in the same route. But if that's someone's seen you, bro, that's the whole bad image, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, bro. I was doing a course the other week, and that's what one of the things always said, like, make sure, like, there's certain things people forget, but on camera it always looks even worse. Do you know what I mean? Because look at this from this point of view. On camera, you don't hear. You're not really hearing what's going on. You're just seeing. And like, you can judge something by just seeing something, but then when you see it from another point of view, you can say, "Oh shit, I was wrong." And that's the thing. Like, image is bad, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's like, it's actually one of the top things where you can think of a person, because if they're showing a bad image, you're not going to want to go there. Or even if they're showing a bad image to someone else that knows you within your friendship group, they're going to warn you and be like, yo, bro, like, this is what this Donny does, or this is what this girl does, and like, don't be doing stuff like that, you know what I mean? And then from there, you've got that image and you're like, nah, I'm not going to go there. Even though you wanted to go there, or you wanted to try to speak to them, or get to know someone, you're still going to go from your friend's image, because or the friend's image that they've told you about that person, and it's just the way it works. Image is like a strong bullet.
And even like even like for me personally, like, because obviously, like I said, I'm a bit of an entrepreneur and whatnot. Like, you know how it is with me. Like, I've always tried to keep everything very professional with however it is. Like, I don't try leaving any type of, you know, like, any type of connection with anyone on a bad note. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
but that's what I always think.
You never know where that's gonna go to. Do you know what I'm saying? You might want to do business with someone's friend, or they might know the person you might want to do a business with or whatever, and they might turn around and be like, oh yeah, he done this to me, so what do you think he's going to do that to me? Do you know what I'm saying? And it's also like, it reflects like for me, all my life I've tried to be a good person. Like, I've tried to speak to people in a formal, like in a grounded manner, bro.
You know
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
respected,
do you know what I'm saying? Because I want to be known. Like, when people speak of me, as people do, do you know what I'm saying? I want to be known as like, oh yeah, he is that good guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's what,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, he did come up and chat to me, you know, or he sounds like a good man, or you know what I'm saying? Like, the conversations I've had with him, you know, like he sounds like an honest man. He sounds like whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I look at it.
Remember what I was saying about the whole camera thing again. Like, say for example, if someone has seen something that they think, because that's how you got to look at it. Image is, if I see something, I'm gonna think. I'm going to feel and I'm going to think. Do you know what I mean? Some people might even get an image of you, I don't know, like that ain't the same as you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like, look at it from the first episode we shot, the BBC News.
Yeah, of course.
What was the image 100 people thought
of course,
of you? Do you know what I mean? It was bad, but because they don't know you,
of course,
they'd think that. But then it's also like, if you knew you, you'd know that. Hold on a second, or you'd even question. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like, was that really you, man? Like, were you really doing that? Like. But then that's the thing, it's like, with image, it's tough, bro. Image is a big thing, bro. Because like, you could see someone on a daily basis doing something and you think, oh yeah, they're just showing off. Oh, they're going there just showing off. They're going to go there to just stunt on us. Oh, this, that. But where's his money, blah, blah. Bro, it's just, image comes with opinion. And when you've got that as well, until you know, and don't get me wrong, I've done it. Do you know what I mean? Where you've got an opinion on someone or someone's image, and then you get to know them and you think, whoa, like, you're not that person.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're really not that person.
Yeah,
like I had a shit opinion on your image, but now I've got to know you, and it's like, I understand you, and that's not you.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, when I'm looking through social media, you can only understand someone from what you see, and your opinion on it. Do you know what I mean? Even you think, oh yeah, someone, he shares funny stuff, or and then it then goes from funny to, he shares rude stuff. He's sometimes a bit off point. Like, mind what you watch, and then it goes from there to, oh yeah, shit, he's just rude, like he's racist, or he's something. Do you know what I mean? It's just an opinion of something, but it's just crazy, bro. It's like image. I think image is one of them things, like, we can keep talking and talking.
Like, it's trending. It's like a trend.
Yeah, because it always updates every single time.
Yeah, of course.
And it's crazy.
And it literally only takes one small thing to
one small action for you
change
to,
everything.
you know what I mean? That's what they say. Like, no one knows the good you do, but you do one bad thing.
Yeah,
everyone will always remember you
of
for
course,
doing that one bad thing.
I know, definitely.
And that's what I've always got to notice. And even before, bro, growing up, I think, like, a lot of the things, like, I cut off a lot of my mates. Not because I don't like them. I love them, don't get me wrong. I always have mad heart for them, but it's the fact that my image then was as if I was something else I wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
And also, I was trying to not maybe prove something, but I was just around people who wasn't like me.
I was exactly the same.
Do you know what I mean? And it was like, growing up, and we look at it from a point of view, and you think, even like within a relationship, bro, as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when growing up and knowing something to someone that's never experienced that, it balances things out. But you've also just got to find a way to either escape from that or put yourself in a place where you know you ain't got to worry about your image.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or worry about what you're doing, because even before it'd be like, oh, I need to get this, I need to get that, but do I really need that, or do I need to get that so then I can show my friends I have this? Do you know what I mean? Because that's the way some people do it.
Yeah.
Some people will be like that, think, oh yeah, I need this. I don't need them gums, but I want them gums because my friends would be like, yo, they're
exactly,
cold,
like
they're sick.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just sad. That's what I mean. But the more when you grow up and you understand things, you then learn.
Saying that, actually, yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? You learn a group or
saying that, like
category you're in.
Can you remember when we first started going out?
Yeah.
Can you remember them days when we used to get bare bottles and this and that, bro? Huh?
Bro, that's what
Every day new clothes, bro. Every single time we should go out.
Yeah, going out was expensive at one point, but we were living at home.
Like, even for me, bro. Like, even for me, like
we're living at home. You'd be spending
new
like
clothes,
$400-500 a month at night.
You know what I'm saying? Buy bottles, you know, the rest of it. Like for me, I was trying to fit in with that group, bro.
Yeah.
The people I used to see in the clubs and the bars. They were the type of people I was trying to fit in with.
But they were comfortable.
Now look over 4 or 5 years, not that comfortable, but they're doing probably the same thing as me.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 years, I thought I made like a fairly good friendship with these people.
Yeah.
Bro, now that I'm grown up, we're all grown up, they're all doing their own shit. I don't hear from these people no more, bro.
Yeah, don't care.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's a phase, isn't it?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole image thing. Like for me, I was trying to live that image. Buying designer clothes every day, having haircuts two times a week.
Yeah. Do you
know what I'm saying? Spending money, going out for food, going out for drink. You got like all that stuff, amount of money that was spent in a week, bro. But that was just because I was trying to look good enough for those people. I was trying to fit. I was trying to fit into their narrative. Do you know what I'm saying? Their little lifestyle. I was trying to live their lifestyle.
Yeah.
And look where it got me. I only lived for about 3-4 years, whatever, 4 or 5 years.
You realise that, but some people don't realise. That's
of course, yeah.
They get trapped in the source, and it's like you got to find a way out within doing certain things. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, everyone goes through certain things they go through, and it's just a learning curve. We're humans as well at the end of the day, so you got to learn to also adapt as well as just see if things are really what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? Because that's how it also comes. Image is what you want.
But also, I think that comes from, even you said this, because I never had a proper childhood growing up.
So yeah,
so as soon as I hit 18,
you just wanted to
I went wild, bro.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even before, like, I remember when I was telling from different point of views, it was like when you experience going out, going to house parties, bro. You wasn't never at house parties. You know what I mean? Like, so you never actually saw what went down, but then when you got to that age, you probably felt like, yeah, you need to now catch up, or you need to now have your house party stage now. Yeah. But you learn, do you know what I mean? That's the thing. That's where we can always take positives from it. You learn and you pick yourself up.
Exactly.
Some people get stuck and then they get lost.
Yeah, exactly. I mean? But I'm so glad because I've done all of that stuff now. Like before, I'd done that all by the time I was like, what, 23-ish, you know what I'm saying? And I lived that life from 18 to 23.
Yeah. And
I put that behind, do you know what I'm saying? I brushed down the car, I don't do none of that stuff no more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, I outdone all of that, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I lived that life hard, you know, and I've done it.
From early as
do you know what I'm saying? Like, I done it to the extreme. Do you know what I'm saying? I hit all that stuff to the extreme.
I hear you.
You know, the whole party.
It's like you almost missed out, innit?
Yeah,
that's how you felt at the time. But then other people will never see it like that. Yeah, so other people will see it as he's trying to stunt in, he's out doing this. But they never understood, like, when we were younger. And there was, bro, I remember sometimes going to like 4 or 5 different house parties in one night. You know what I mean? One would get shut down, we'll leave, go to another one. But like, for someone like you, you're always working, bro. Like, you're always doing the madness. So it was always crazy because to think, yeah, like I said, you never lived that proper childhood or you didn't experience it. So when you then reached or you felt like a certain level of freedom, you wanted to fly, bro.
Exactly.
You were ready to fly.
I did, and like I said, I've done that because I felt like I was fitting in with them other people. Yeah. That was doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's going back to the whole image thing.
No, I understand it, bro.
I got a little taste of it at the start, and then after that, I just went full throttle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that was what it was.
You
and
got addicted to.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like now, like thank God I don't do that stuff no more. Like and I'm more sensible now. Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff literally doesn't interest me now.
Exactly.
I'd rather just go for a nice meal. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd rather drive like three hours down to wherever.
Visit somewhere.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Experience something.
Go and eat some nice food, chill out. Do you know what I'm saying? And then come back. That's more me now. Like I've grown out of that because obviously right now, turning 26, turning 27 next month. Like image now means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Like for me now, I want to elevate people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's
so
also,
that's the image I want. Do
exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Like to also teach people. Do you know what I mean?
That's
teach
the image.
To be
That's
their
the image.
own person.
Yeah.
Right now, I see it now. Like there's just people listening to different people, but when you actually deep down and ask these people, like, look, is this what you want?
Mm-hmm.
I've asked like a certain youngers than me, like at football. I said, like, look, is this what you want, or is this what they want for you? Do you know what I mean? Or do you really think like if you stay here, like, do you think you benefit everything? Do you think you learn, or do you think if you now take the step, which is a step, but are you not willing to learn? Do you know what I mean? Some people are also like just in their very ways as well. It's just crazy. But then like. Yeah, bro, when it comes to it, you just got to learn to understand yourselves. Because I think that's the only sad thing. Some people haven't understood themselves and understood their goals.
Yeah,
they're kind of like, I don't know, I'm just going to do what my mates are doing. You see some people going to the pub every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday.
Course.
Because that's what their boys do, or that's what their social group of friends do. So they think it's cool. But later on you know what I mean, when they're then older and suffering from like problems from going out all this often,
drunk
their boys ain't gonna be there. Their boys ain't gonna be there, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Drug habits.
You know what I mean? Their boys or their girls ain't gonna be there. It's just gonna be them. It's gonna be them and their mums, their family, the people that actually love them, and they're gonna say, "Remember when we told you don't do this, don't do that." Of course. But it's already too late. So, but I just hope people like just learn. Do you know what I mean? And not wait until it's too late. Bro, like there's times where it's crazy, like to think like when I was in high school, bro. I remember like it comes to like the GCSE times. There was this guy, clever as anything. I didn't even want to reveal his name, but he was clever, bro. Like, but then also like he then got, you can tell he's one of them people. He enjoyed doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he enjoyed drinking. He enjoyed doing drugs and all that. And then he fell right in that hole. And now you look at him, and it's not the same person. Bro. It's not that same person.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? I remember my man just like, he literally done one test exam paper. He fell asleep through the next one, and he got like B's or A's or something like that. And you'd think, bro, I done both of them, and still just managed to scrape a C. Do you know what I mean? And these were like mock tests as well. So it's like some people like really like. You know, there were certain people who were clever growing up that just threw it away because of, like, again, they might have felt like, do you know that certain things where I said, like, you felt like you missed out a stage in your life? They probably felt like they missed that stage in their life. And then they've now just gone wild. But that wild has now made them fall off. Yeah, of course. Do you know what I mean?
Luckily for me, I knew when it was enough.
Yeah.
For me, like, balance. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew when it was enough, like when enough was enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to.
You know, I had my bit of fun. Like mentally, I had my bit of fun. I thought, you know what? Now it's time to like, you know, just
before
put my head down.
Before you get stuck, and before you start ruining things.
Exactly. Like, you know,
I got a good.
That's how it was. Like, literally, I just woke up and I was like, you know what? Like, this is it. You know, I don't need this stuff. I've done enough of it. I don't need to need to do that stuff no more.
That's how it's got to be though. That's how it's got to be. Experience and obviously get a little taste into it, but don't get stuck in it. Do you know what I mean? Don't get stuck in them ways. Because bro, even sometimes I just think now we drink on occasions. Do you know what I mean? I've got loads of alcohol in my room, I've got loads of alcohol in my house, but then it's like you only drink on certain occasions. Or it's nice to probably go out have a little cocktail, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's now where we're at. It's like it's before. It'll be the whole bottle of vodka done, like finished. You're trying to get smashed, have a good time. Sometimes not even remember what you done.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? But it's just where you grow up at a certain age, and you now it's also having responsibilities. You know what I mean? Your image changes a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Because before, when you had the image, like that's what I mean. When we were popping bottles and that, bro, we lived at mum's. Do you know what I mean? Mum had us. You know what I mean? I knew that whatever I was earning, I could go pop bottles. You know what I mean? Or I could go be like, yo, man, like, I'll put 200 towards this. Like, let's go pop bottles. You know what I mean? Because that was what we had. Now it's like 200, bro. I'd rather go shopping.
Yeah, literally.
I'd rather get chicken or something. Literally, you know what I mean? So, start doing my meal plans or something like that. You know what I mean? That's just the difference. You know? So you're almost sacrificing that going out life.
Of course.
Now what's
adult
really,
life.
yeah,
what's
adult
really
life,
you know what I'm saying?
Needed for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just the crazy thing.
Yeah, but anyways, to close this thing, I think whoever, because there's gonna be loads of people watching what's your advice? Like image. What is that piece of advice you would give to the viewer?
I think you just need to find yourself. You know what I mean? Find what you really want to do. Find the people that encourage you to do what you want to do as well, because that helps. When you ain't got friends around you that are very encouraging what to do, do you know what I mean? They make you sway one way or the other, like, and that's the sad part. But I think you should just make sure you find the goal, smash it, and put 100 into it, because you never know where it could take you. That goal could open your whole life. Do you know what I mean? Some people will do, like I was saying, putting one foot in, one foot out. Take the leap. Take that jump. You're at the top of the cliff. Just jump, man. There's nothing else you can do. If that fails, then jump at another cliff. Do you know what I mean? Always take the leap. Like, you never know where it could take you. That's what I think. And just keep a good image, innit?
And I also feel like, you're talking about the whole friends thing, I feel like if you chill with 6 idiots, you will be the 7th idiot.
You know what I mean?
You will be. They will do something to make you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. If you sit with 7 millionaires, you will be the 8th millionaire. Because they will put you on, as in, like, they'll be like, okay, cool. Here's an idea. Take this idea. It's yours. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll give you that thing. And, like, when it comes to, like, any opportunities, don't feel like just because you're going to look bad, don't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be funny. Like, those people that are going to laugh at you, they're going to want your advice. Personally, I've had it myself. Yeah. With the whole shisha thing, amount of people, them 7, 8 years, tried to put me down. But most funniest thing was, as soon as I opened my lounge, amount of people, have you got any jobs or this, that? Yeah. And I'm like, hold on. And you the guy that laughed at me, Munim, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. Yet you're the one now messaging me, oh, mate, have you got any jobs going, this, that? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
like
you should be embarrassed.
You should be, you should be embarrassed. Do you know what I'm saying? But, like I was saying, like, all these people that are laughing at you, right now, they're going to be asking you for advice afterwards. And I guarantee you that, whether that's you getting your own job or whether it's you opening a business, but, like I said, the whole image thing, it changes every 6, 7 months, 8 months, 10 months, whatever. So, you know, like, just go, you know what I'm saying? Just
make sure
live your life to the fullest.
That's it. Just be the best person you can be.
And don't worry about people in the background. Literally, you don't need the people in the background. You need those who are in front of you, who are clapping, who are supporting you, who are seeing that you're down. You know, and they're like, yo, look, like, yo, Shing, like, you know, I see you're a bit down. Like, what's going on? Like, that you need them sort of people. Don't worry.
Like, some people always see it as like a threat as well. Do you know what I mean? Some people will hang around with certain people because they lift them up. But make sure you can, if you separate yourself from them people, you can't keep lifting them up. The only person now you can lift is yourself.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And you just keep growing as a person. I used to have like 20. I remember saying to my mum, I've got 22 best friends. My mum was like, no, you're lying, bro. I said, no. When you say, oh, I'm throwing a party, how many people do you want to invite to your meal? I'm saying all 22. I'm not missing one person. But technically, I only had like 5 friends. Do you know what I mean? I had 5 real friends. Like 5 people I could count on my hand. And that's the sad part. Like, don't think of the number that you do have, because then people are just gonna grow on, move on, and keep doing their thing. You gotta live your life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man, we can wrap this up. Like, that was it, really. Like, it's all love, and yeah, just make sure you keep a good motherfucking image. My guys, peace. Love, man. Shing, say nothing.